Who's this down here?
Hey, who are you?
My dad. Is that your dad?
What happened?
What happened? He came down. There was a man. Who shot your
Who
dad?
else is here?
My sister. She's in the back? Yeah, she's in her room. Is she okay? I think so. What's her name? Sabrina? Sabrina?
این الکساندر جکسن 22 ساله است.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Alexander Jackson, guilty of the offense of murder in the first degree.
دانشجوی سابق دانشگاه آیووا که با خانواده‌اش در شهر سدار رپیدز توی ایالت آیووا زندگی می‌کرد. در 15 ژوئن سال 2021 با پلیس تماس میگیره و میگه که یک سیاه‌پوست که لباساش هم سیاه بود به زور وارد خونه‌شون شده و پدر، مادر و خواهرش رو با شلیک گلوله کشته و یه تیرم به پای اون زده. اما حقیقت چیز دیگه ای بود. کسی که به جن جکسن، ملیسا جکسن و سابرینا جکسن شلیک کرده بود پسر خانواده یعنی الکساندر جکسن بود. با تفنگ شکاری کالیبر 22 پدرش مرتکب قتل شد و برای طبیعی جلوه دادن داستانش یه تیرم به پای خودش زده بود. پلیس وقتی به محل جنایت رسید هیچ نشونه و مدرکی دال بر ورود غیرقانونی یا سرقت پیدا نکرد. در عوض اثر انگشت الکساندر روی قنداق تفنگ مشخص شد. پلیسا دوربینای همسایه‌ها رو چک کردن اما هیچ اثری از مرد سیاه‌پوش نبود که نبود. ولی همچنان الکساندر اصرار داشت که مرد سیاه خانواده‌اش رو قتل عام کرده. داخل آمبولانس، توی بیمارستان و حتی چند روز بعد توی اتاق بازجویی هم همین رو میگفت. اون هم در کمال خونسردی.
Okay. You ran into him how? Thank you. You ran into him. With like a fist or? Okay. Okay. So you were sleeping on the couch in the porch, or sorry, you were sleeping in the porch. Yeah. Okay. Then what happened? Did you hear gunshots or what? Yeah. Okay, you heard gunshots. And then saw somebody in your house? Yeah. Okay. I think I where'd we go? I think I saw they're running.
And for them to know that, now, you call them an intruder, but I'm not going to call them that because nobody came in there to burglarize anything. They came in there to murder people because that's all that happened there. No items were taken. But if they came there to murder people, like you said, then they would have had to get lucky enough that you had left a gun out for them and left ammunition out so they could load the gun. And then be able to know right where everybody's at and shoot everyone and get in a fight with the biggest person in the house and have struggle with the gun and be able to escape without you hurting them or without them setting off the cameras. So they've now come and gone and we have none of that. So we looked in, that's your story.
در نهایت الکساندر به اتهام 3 قتل عمد بازداشت و دادگاهی شد. اگه خیال میکنید اون توی دادگاه از کاری که کرده بود پشیمون شد، سخت در اشتباهی. اون روند کل دادگاه رو هم در خونسردی کامل تماشا میکرد. حتی وقتی مدعی العموم مونیکا اسلاتر با جزئیات دقیق شرح جنایت‌های وحشیانش رو برای دادگاه تشریح میکرد، هم بر روش نیاورد.
5 shots in total for Jan Jackson. Sabrina Jackson and the defendant got closer and shot her. 3 shots were fired at Melissa Jackson as she laid in that bed.
دادستان به این نتیجه‌گیری رسیده بود که الکساندر به خاطر پول هنگفتی که از بیمه دریافت میکرد دست به چنین وحشیگری زده بود. وکیل مدافعین الکساندر سعی کردن از بیخ مسئله رو زیر سوال ببرن و با تاکید به عدم سندیت مدارک و عدم وجود مدرک قطعی دفاعیشون رو پیش ببرن.
And doubt is what we ask of you as jurors when you evaluate the evidence in a case. Is to look at it critically. Use your common sense. Because this is a case of circumstantial evidence. What that means is that even though the law makes no distinction, the evidence has to be so compelling as to remove all reasonable doubt. And as you listen to Ms. Slaughter this morning, the one thing that she didn't say is why. Why would Alexander Jackson kill his family? It makes no sense. There's simply no motive for Alex to do this, and no motive has ever been proven.
اما جواب زرنگی وکلای الکساندر رو خانم اسلاتر به بهترین شکل داد.
Motive? The fact that he only has $30 left over? Is the money the motive? Is the fact that he's going to inherit houses and assets and all of that? Is that motive? I don't know, but guess what? I don't have to prove that motive. There's never going to be a good enough reason why Alexander Jackson executed his entire
وکلای الکساندر در تلاش بیفایده دیگه‌ای سعی کردن بازپرس پرونده رو به سمتی که دوست دارن هدایت کنن و قتل‌ها رو مثل موکلشون به گردن مرد سیاه‌پوش نامرئی بندازن.
Lots of things that somebody can enter somebody's house for that have nothing to do with taking their stuff, right?
Well, I wouldn't say there's lots. Usually you break into either steal the stuff or in this case kill people.
Yeah. Well, but that occurs that people come into a home and kill people, right?
Right, but my big problem with that is when you do that, you bring a weapon.
Well, who's to say that this intruder didn't have a weapon?
Why would you use their weapon if you brought one?
Because that's a better weapon. Let's say you would admit that people can go into a home for one reason and then something else can occur, right?
Yes.
Right? Somebody could have come in for the purpose of stealing something and then Mr. Jackson comes down, Jan Jackson, and he shoots Jan Jackson. That could have happened, right?
The reason I dislike that theory is because if you're going to kill someone while you're, burglarizing their home, you kill people that startle you, that confront you. Why would you kill someone that's in bed that hasn't even seen you? That's the first person that was shot.
Oh, who was the first person that was shot?
His sister.
That's your theory.
The evidence spells that out. Enough of a footprint, heel, toe, that's what I'm talking about. Dark red, walking from the area of his bedroom out into the hallway. You could see where that footprint continues, steps over Dad, and then the footprints are now, and it looks like he stood there for a little bit, potentially, and then there are lighter footprints on the way back.
They exit the room because that is the room where he shot himself. Not out in the downstairs living room where this supposed struggle with this alleged intruder took place. The spatter and the footprints prove to you, ladies and gentlemen, that the defendant was in his bedroom when he shot himself in the foot.
بالاخره هیئت جوری الکساندر جکسن رو به اتهام 3 قتل عمد مجرم شناخت و اون رو به 3 بار حبس ابد و پرداخت جریمه نقدی $450,000 محکوم کرد. در هنگام قرائت حکم هیچ تغییری در چهره خونسرد الکساندر ایجاد نشد.
Because the defendant murdered his family, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only scenario in this situation that makes sense. That's the only scenario in this situation that is supported by and consistent with the evidence that was found. This was not some random intruder that breaks in and executes a family that he doesn't know with a gun that he didn't bring with the hope to steal things that are never stolen. Where there's a struggle with a huge man and a tall man, a black man with green shoes wearing all black and a ski mask with gloves on. Makes no sense. The murderer in this case that you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, is seated right behind me. And that murderer is Alexander Jackson.